Dear friends, dear colleagues, I shall speak in English. You can understand me, yeah? Okay. I shall tell to you something about one new approach, about the chelation therapy for Alzheimer's disease with nanoparticles, which are the new components of this therapy, nanoparticles. So, they are new components of this therapy. Agenda. Here is the agenda of my presentation. The scope of the study, abstract introduction, methods. We have here, you will see the figures, 7 figures and 3 tables. Results of the investigation, discussion and conclusion. The scope of the study and its aim. The study is a review presentation of recent investigations about the chelation therapy, especially connected with nanoparticles. The aim of the study is to exactly determine how the chelation therapy works and how the chelator complex with nanoparticles can pass through the blood-brain barrier. Abstract is presented in detail in the Congress Book of Summaries. Introduction. Modern treatment of Alzheimer's disease, AD, with acetylcholinesterase inhibitors and NMDA receptors inhibitors due to only a slightly indicate moderate alleviation of symptoms and due to the impossibility of the stagnation and a more significant remission of the disease by these medications or complete recovery, is in constant search for new medications that would be more effective. Considering that we are becoming increasingly aware of the pathophysiology of this disease, with the emphasis on the metal-induced oxidative stress. In the center is the metal-induced oxidative stress, the accumulation of transition metals, especially iron, of oxidative compounds, free radicals, as well as AGE compounds. The research studies are increasingly directed to the role of the so-called chelators, i.e., the catchers and cleaners of metal ions. The validity of the opinion about the crucial role of transitional metals in the induction of oxidative stress and the consequential neurodegenerative damages has been confirmed with a large concentration of iron, zinc, copper, and aluminium in the pathologically affected areas of the brain, parietal and frontal cortex, hippocampus, amygdala, and with close relation between the mentioned concentration levels and clinical features of the disease progression. Methods of the study. By the method, which includes the analysis of accessible literature involved in AD therapy, the study in detail elaborates a number of relevant data about the mentioned therapy, and especially the more and more interesting connection between chelators and nanoparticles. It is evident that these connections enable a much better influx of chelators in the brain, and also better elimination of generated complexes out from the brain, across the otherwise hardy permeable BBB. In this way, the study contributes not only to the insight in the actual AD therapy, but also gives a great contribution to the knowledge and understanding of the complex pathology and pathophysiology of this disease. What we can see in this slide? We can see, it's too much, I shall say the important points. We have here the Fe3 plus, that's ferric iron elevation in Alzheimer's disease. We have the AB elevation, and that's much important. With Goran said before, the efflux of the drainage of the many vast products, among them efflux of Fe3 plus. Actually, we have here this efflux. Efflux of Fe out from the brain, AB elevation, iron elevation, and that's very important, the connection between iron and amyloid beta. Here is the complexity amyloid beta with Fe3 plus. And so we can see in this slide the two events that are in the center of the Alzheimer's disease. Here is the most important event. MET-S35 connected with amyloid beta, which has now accepted the Fe3 plus. We have the oxidation of this MET-S35, and we have the reduction. Here is the electron hop from S of MET-S35 on Fe3 plus. And we have the reduction with the generation of amyloid beta Fe2 plus. That's very important. This toxic Fe2 plus enters in the Fenton reaction, the oxidative, very strong reaction, where the Fe2 plus is in a connection with hydroxyl peroxide. This is the oxidation, generation of, again, this Fe3 plus, and this is most important. The hydroxyl radical, which is in the center of this disease. We have here the oxidative stress. This is hydroxyl ion. It's not important. And so we have here the elevation of hydroxyl radical. It leads to the oxidative stress in the center of the Alzheimer's disease and strong tissue destruction. Lipid peroxidation, oxidation of DNA or proteins. This is the key factors in this disease. Here we can see the BBB blood-brain barrier, and the way how the nanoparticles and chelators pass this membrane, came in the intracerebral interstitium, catch the metals and bring it out. Some examples of chemical structure of some chelators tested in Alzheimer's disease. Here we have the cleoquinol, VK38, desferrioxamine, and one component in the green tea, AGCG. You can drink this. That's very good for prolongation of the life and against also Alzheimer's disease. Here we can see the desferrioxamine, one of the most important also chelators, and the way how this long molecule make one rotation and catch the Fe3 pulse metal ion, and came out away connected with nanoparticles, this metal, transitional metal, came out from the brain. Here is also this. And here is very, very interesting, this curcumin. You can buy this preparat in the chemist. Here is one curcumin. Pardon. Here you can see one curcumin. This is one. Here is the second curcumin, and here is the third. Here is the Fe3 plus ion. It is captured from the sixth position. This is so-called the octahedral structure. We shall continue now. Also, the approach. This is the approach of curcumin to the amyloid beta monomer. You can see amyloid beta looking from the up. Yeah? Desirable effects of iron chelators, high affinity for iron, some benefits in AD therapy, especially for curcumin. Ability for binding toxic metals and formation of tight and inactive complexes. Anti-inflammatory properties, strong radical scavenging efficacy, strong neuroprotective role, strong protection against oxidative stress. This is very important. It leads to various improvements in AD pathology. It can clear amyloid plaques, very important. It crosses the BBB easily, relatively safe, biologically active, polyphenolic compound. You have here clinoquinol, DFO, DFO. Metal chelation can prevent AB aggregation. It can also safely dissolve precipitated AB peptides. Inhibition of amyloid fibrillation and this integration of matured amyloid fibrils, decreasing of amyloidogenic cytotoxicity, and relatively easy passage across the BBB, metal chelator nanoparticle complex. Here we see metal chelation therapy through the use of nanoparticles. Something about particles. Nanoparticles are composed of natural or artificial polymers. The size from 10 till 1000 nanometers, optimally around or less than 300 nanometers. Particles coated with surfactants, e.g. polysorbate 80, have the optimal ability to cross the BBB. A number of studies indicate the endocytosis of polysorbate coated nanoparticles as an optimal way for the transfer across the BBB. Here, very important is the absorption of apolipoprotein E on the surface of nanoparticles, coated with polysorbate 80. Here is also a very important role of LDL receptor. So, nanoparticles have the potential to transfer chelators in and out of the brain. Chelation therapy is a safer and more effective method of reducing the metal load in the brain. Evident attenuation of harmful effects of oxidative damage, oxidative stress, reducing drug toxicity, improved biodistribution, improved therapeutic efficacy, and evident favorable effects in AD therapy. Results. The results of availably analyzed studies undoubtedly indicate the crucial role of oxidative stress induced by metals in AD pathophysiology. The role of iron ions is especially emphasized by electrostatic forces attracted and bound on the B1 chain of the apical amyloid beta monomer, AB, of the forming protofilament. The non-toxic ferric ion, Fe3+, is reduced into the toxic ferrous ion, Fe2+. In the Fenton reaction, this ion is oxidized by hydrogen peroxide, H2O2, with the formation of the extremely destructive and toxic hydroxyl radical, the sharks in our body. The final result is the worsening oxidative deterioration of the surrounding molecular structures. The results of the analysis indicate the favorable therapeutic effects of metal chelators, especially conjugated with nanoparticles. Discussion. The discussion elaborates the detailed analysis of the comparison of the obtained results with the data from a number of studies that focus on the same problem area. It is noticed that authors' consideration closely coincide with the opinion of renewed experts. This particularly refers to the crucial role of metal ions, especially iron, in the AD pathophysiology, as well as the importance of the iron chelator therapy combined with nanoparticles. Conclusion. Alzheimer's disease is a vast and chronic neurodegenerative disease with a fluctuating progressive course and a lethal end. The actual therapy with cholinesterase blockaders, you know them, and NMDA receptor blockaders is not satisfying. The more and more frequent therapy with metal chelators, especially iron chelators, combined with nanoparticles, form the natural and artificial polymers and capable of an easy passing across the BBB, gives promising results and require additional investigations. And thank you for your patience.
Thank you for the presentation.